Chinese Y-20 cargo jets flew over Europe. 6 Y-20 cargo planes appeared in Turkish airspace late Friday night, flying west towards Serbia. The early hours and the large number of Y-20s employing MLAT made this a one-of-a-kind event. This seems reasonable, given that the supply of weaponry was described as being scheduled. MLAT has been utilized in the past for similar NATO military transport shipments to Poland and Ukraine. On the final approach and on the tarmac, plane watchers were able to see the Chinese markings on the Chinese freight jets that landed at Nikola Tesla International Airport in Belgrade. Some of the planes had their chaff and flare countermeasures system covers removed, according to observers. They appear to have live countermeasures, which would indicate that they were prepared for a possible threat. It's unclear what that danger would have been. The planes were later reported to have supplied HQ-22 surface-to-air missile systems to the Serbian military, according to reports. U.S. officials had warned Belgrade about the acquisition in 2020, The Washington Post reported. In an unexpected move, Serbia is said to have chosen the HQ-22 over the S-300, its Russian equivalent. A large element could have been the cost of the systems, though. Due to the fact that the Y-20 planes flew in large groups rather than one by one, they sparked skepticism. The fact that there are any Y-20s in Europe at all is likewise a very new occurrence. The PLAAF has only had these cargo planes in service since 2016, when they were first introduced. In early 2020, we wrote about their first deployment in a crisis as part of the Wuhan outbreak of COVID-19. However, they've since begun flying to Europe in smaller numbers than they did during this mission. Given NATO's continuous efforts to transfer supplies and equipment to Ukraine's war effort, it's quite likely that the PLAAF used this cargo as a demonstration of its own airlift capability. Future Y-20 aircraft will be powered by locally produced WS-20 turbofan engines, instead of Russian Olaviv D-30 jet engines, which are similar in design and role to the C-17 Globemaster III of the U.S. Air Force. The Y-20's overall performance is expected to improve as a result of the switch to a higher bypass turbofan. Although it may have seemed like an easy way to show off one's worldwide reach, the mission was everything but. The Chinese huge Y-20 fleet and growing operational expertise of how to deploy it are both confirmed by this large-scale sortie to Belgrade, en route to deliver military material. Serbia's neighbors are likely to be concerned about the installation of a high-end Chinese air defense system in Europe, in addition to the Y-20's increasing presence over Europe.